Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about some nonsense that happened over the weekend in reference to Eric July essentially helping someone fund their project and refunding it, and then he going out of his way to fund three other projects, give some money to smaller indies after being basically said that he doesn't help indie projects, and people got essentially upset at him, saying, "Oh, it was a way to silence the one creator." No, it's not how it worked. But of course, we're going to start here with my 2023 recap, saying my 2023 recap looks great. Thank you to all the people who have subscribed this year and kept up with me. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sure I'll once again anger my haters for posting this just like last time, but my most viewed video has nothing to do with Air July at all. Shout out to Data Racer 117. So the subscribers being 1,446, which right now it's actually at 1,451. 212,000 views, 409 uploads, 6,200 comments, and 16,500 likes, with my top video being this one here. Again, having nothing to do with Air July, as much as they like to claim that all I do is Air July content. Meanwhile, I'm basically pointing out the nonsense that these indie creators are spewing out there into the void. Look at you being great. Of course, we have to have at least one hater. Frosty, of all the haters, had to be the most low IQ one. Moving over, of course, to showing off Alphacore as of the recording of this video. Currently sitting at 1.195 million, just under 5K to go to hit that 1.2 million spot. You can also head over to the store and pick up your merch. Blade Devil 2 Chains of Blood. I will always be promoting this book up until the point when it comes out. Has an estimated shipping date of June 2024, which I was told the book was 90% done by the time this campaign went live. The man is already working on Blade Devil 3. So if you're into that more anime manga style type of art style, this is the book for you. Has a great story, fantastic artwork. You get 69 pages of story, 2 supplemental stories. Of course, you have multiple choices of covers. Cover A, cover B, the not safe for work cover C, and the limited summer wraparound cover right here. All giving you essentially trading cards for each cover that you back. I'm already in on all the covers. If you want to get in on Blade Devil 1, though, you can either get an add-on with Blade Devil 2, or you can be on it sooner. If you want the book sooner, Blade Devil 1 right here, $10 for each cover. You're not going to get the foil, unfortunately, that the previous campaign had, but you will get a decent version of the book. Great story with Blade Devil 1. So now we're going to give a shout out to, of course, Eric DeGuapo, who decided to make this thread talking about the campaigns that he's backed since 2020, saying this past month there has been a lot of talk around Air July and how he is, quote, negatively affecting indie comics, but I'm going to show you where the true threat lies, and that is unfulfilled books from Comicsgate, a thread. I have backed 154 campaigns since 2020, gradually slowing my backings as time went on due to fulfillment dates unofficially being pushed back. Out of my 156 backings, which means this is kind of someone you want to have on board, someone that actually has money, unlike the weirdos on the left who have no money. I still have not received 26 of those. A total of $1,119 tied up in books I do not know when or if I will receive. Creators taking money and not delivering on the products they promised is what damages indie comics, especially when you see these same creators are working on other projects while their own collects dust. This builds distrust and pushes customers away. I'm going to share screenshots of these backings from my contribution list. Take a look if you wish. All of these are over a year late. Many of them are 2+ years late. Enjoy. So you have Fragaboom's Black Flag, Holger Last Vikings, Shinobi Sasquatch, Hammer A, Post Ragnarok. I think that's what that said. Cash Grab, Hammerella, Thundersmoke. I think there's 2 of them here. Yep, you have this. So this guy's backed multiples of the same project. Snowman, there you go, a book from Ethan Van Sciver. As you can see there, December 2021, we're now into 2024. You got Rainbow the Brute, 2021. I don't know how you estimated a delivery date of 2 different books during the same month and year, but sure. Got War Party here, Black and White Volume 2. There's another one. These are all different ones. This means this person backed this multiple times, the same book. 94 Ragetality. You can basically see all the stuff this man has backed. This, Veilbreaker, Mavericks, Outbreak Diaries, Jawbreakers. You even got Jawbreakers here. This book should have been out already. This is Gem Shock from Mandy Summers. Base Reeves. Another one, 94 Ragetality with Dan Fraga cover. And again, Fraga Booms, Black Flag, which is why I wanted to give Fraga Booms Black Flag. I thought it looked fantastic, which is why I didn't get it. I knew it wasn't ready right away. There was a lot of different updates out of nowhere, right? You have Nerd Wars saying, I know this is probably insane taboo, but I planned on just waiting for everyone to get their Cyberfrog 3, wait a month, then get it off eBay for cheaper and receive it in a week. Thankfully, I don't have to do that with the Rippaverse. Eric changed the game. They hate that. That's essentially what it is. My list only consists of campaigns I have not received anything from. If I were to add campaigns that were late, this list would be far greater, and the biggest offender would be Ethan. I will never back him again. Not only was he years late, but he also threw insults my way. I own all the Cyberfrog books and lots of merch, but couldn't bring myself to back Cyberfrog 3. That's bad. That's really bad. His eBay is good, though. I've also had a don't meet your heroes moment with EVS, and still continue to buy his products despite that. Thanks for this thread. Dude saying I stopped after Wreck Planet. Once he started copying the very SJWs he insists he stands against and started demonizing anime fans, I was out. I've long since gotten used to walking away from properties. Famous quote from Gary nowadays. Good news, all those indie comic creators that have time to complain about Eric July must be done with their books that you paid for. You should be seeing them all soon. Clearly not. So you can see in this thread here. Let's be real. The reason Eric July is being targeted is because other creators are starting to get heat from their backers after they've seen Eric successfully fulfill 3 campaigns before they ever got anything. Watching these people get angry that Eric isn't giving them handouts is completely wild. It's like me announcing that I'm going to build and sell cars, then getting angry with Tesla and this company because they didn't give me stuff. Those people who are angry with Eric are who is damaging the indie comics industry. So it just kind of goes on. And it's crazy how much he used to come at Iconic Comics. Meanwhile, I've probably gotten Common America's 1 through 8 before I've seen Cyberfrog 2. So, but it's all kumbaya because now he wants to talk about I apologize to my backers and all this stuff. Dude, it's been 2 years since you announced Rainbow the Brew. We're into 2024. You announced Rainbow the Brew in 2021. And now you want to start putting out updates for Rainbow the Brew now that you've basically been called out by your backers, by Eric, for being late. Yet you want to continue to come at his neck. Now you want to be all I'm sorry and kumbaya with Rainbow the Brew all of a sudden. Why did it take this long for you to start showing more pages of Rainbow the Brew? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But he says here, interesting thread. It should not be controversial for us to understand this is a problem. I want to help independents resolve it. I'm going to have a set of announcements soon. Until then, if anybody in this thread needs assistance, do not hesitate to reach out. There you go. Offering more assistance to people, right? This is coming from author John Douglas, who responds to Eat the Man Sciver saying, there's a difference between, hey, bro, here's some things that could use improvement in your work, and your comic effing sucks, and I'm going to scream it until everyone believes it. Ha ha ha, aren't you so triggered? That's the whole issue I have with someone like Dick Masterson and anyone else who has quote unquote legit criticism. That Eric can't take criticism. This is the criticism that Eric doesn't accept. The one where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to keep screaming my head off that your comic sucks. Criticism in good faith is always welcome. Criticism delivered from people who don't like you and just want to see you fail isn't criticism at all. It's a knife in the back that comes delivered in disguise as a gift from a friend. Very well said by John Douglas, obviously, because, he knows how to write stuff. Right? Criticism is criticism. Doesn't matter if it's your bro or your foe. The criticism is what it is. You don't see Marvel, DC arguing with the public over X tweet or video criticizing them. I've literally shown Mark Waid telling someone to go F themselves and not to buy his comics. What are you on about? That's a lie. It's exactly what you see. That's how the independent comic space got so big. Except unlike Eric July asking for receipts, telling people to be great, and handing out business advice specifically, I've never seen him criticize the quality of his detractors' work, though granted I don't see everything. The people at Marvel and DC are calling their critics the fans and customers, mind you, every instant phobe you can't imagine. Yep. Because they don't like your trash, gender swap, race swap, sexuality swap that they're doing to your favorite characters in comics that you love. Right? But these are some of my books that I'm waiting for. Death, Death, Death. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to preface this by saying I've gotten an update from John Ball in February, in March, right? In May, in June. So it was right here. He's been consistent with updates, showing off more artwork, right? July, August, September, showing off the colors, October, November, December. So I've been getting consistent updates since June of last year from Joe Ball. Considering that considering that he's doing all this himself, he's writing the book, he's drawing the book, he's inking the book, probably coloring the book at this point. He could, but correct me if I'm wrong if he's coloring it. I do know for sure that he's writing it, drawing it, and inking it because I've seen him do it live. I've seen him draw and ink this book live. Shane Davis is in Glorious Rex too. I want it all. This actually has February of 2022, 2024, sorry, February 2024 estimated shipping, which I'm pretty sure he's on track for that, right? Since January of 2023, I've been getting updates. Every single month, I got an update. January, February, February again, actually, March. I got 3 updates in March. April, June. Okay, so he missed May. I stand corrected. July, August, September, October, November, December. And then the December update, already penciling the last 5 pages, and the pages will be sent off to be colored and lettered, which means the book is just about complete. So just about on time with the estimated date. Haunted Lilith Umbrella. Got updates. Book is done. Art is done. Looks awesome. I'll probably get this before I even see Rainbow the Brute. Well, we'll see. Considering this seems to be more far along than Rainbow the Brute, and this hasn't been up here for as long as Rainbow the Brute. Now, I know Tug, that Umbrella guy, has had health issues, which is perfectly fine as to why this would be delayed. Makes perfect sense. Black Rhapsody. This one should be getting pushed out soon enough. Already has the book in hand. Already has the colors. Already has the poster. Already has the art print. Pretty much has the material. Even says, plan to start fulfillment next month. Godlike. This is supposed to be coming to me soon. The estimated for this one was September 2022, so it's been almost 2 years. Almost a full, like, we're into 2024, right? This is supposed to be coming out soon. And the last one is Wonder Island, which this one doesn't even have an estimated date. This one actually doesn't even have an estimated delivery date. But again, this person has had personal problems with getting this out here, so I'm not going to completely fault him for that. But for Ethan to be continuously putting out more Kickstarters while not finishing comics is unacceptable. Which he decided to put this here, right? He decided to make a big deal over Eric giving this person, Immortal Rising Comics, $700. Decided to put this out there. Man, you can't make an independent-minded creator you're a bitch by throwing some money at them and making demands, which is not something that Eric did. Eric did not make demands. He said, fix your attitude. That's not really making a demand. Fix your attitude and go be great. Fantastic. Doesn't matter how much money you have. He just flung the money right back in your face. What a hero. Everyone should back Immortal Rising. To which I literally responded to this. I said, making demands. Are you high? Telling someone to fix their attitude when coming at someone's neck, while also telling the guy to be great and get your project done is akin to making demands. This is some Dick Masterson levels of retardation. This obviously went viral because all the views I got and likes I got, people that commented and bookmarked or whatever the heck else they did, telling me to hush up and telling him, no, I don't think I will. I'm not going to hush up just because you say some out of pocket shit, right? I'm not going to do that. There's nothing you could possibly do to make me hush up, especially considering all the projects that I've backed from you and they're not done. So now you want to start putting out these updates about Rainbow the Brew all of a sudden, right? It's funny how that works. I've even said to him, I don't dislike you. I've said it in many videos. I dislike certain people you hang around. Some decisions you make, you may have discussed stuff with Eric in the past, but disclosing the DM, I call it a DM, was not one of them. You discussed that with him. It seemed to be all good, and then you put that out there. And of course, you seem to be more worried about the semantics of a difference between a text message and a DM. That seems to be your whole thing in this thread after this point. Semantics. You're going to argue semantics between a text and a DM. That's going to be your whole thing rather than just not understanding the nonsense you did, not understanding the nonsense you pulled. That's going to be your whole thing. Nah, you need to get your priorities right. Because now you want to start putting out updates about Rainbow the Brew, right? You want to start showing off action figures. You want to start showing off line work that you did and all this other nonsense, right? Oh, I backed this. Oh, look at these contributions. Yeah, nobody cares about any of this. He asked people how, like, here, putting out updates for Rainbow the Brew. Like, I don't understand what is your deal with that one. But this decided to spawn people like Vito talking about my thumbnails because I have you in my thumbnail. Oh, this is a thumbnail. Yeah, people click on my thumbnails a lot. So why would I not consistently use the same type of thumbnail I've always used? Which of course they try to make a meme thumbnail. Which if you're trying to meme, first of all, it has to be funny. Secondly, you keep calling me this name. I don't know what this is or who this is. But if you're gonna make the meme of my thumbnail, at least spell it correctly. Because you tried and you spelled it incorrectly. And then on top of that, I guess Ethan is a libertarian because you used black and gold, right? You use black and gold because the purpose of me using those colors is that Eric is libertarian. That's the whole purpose of this and these two colors. So I guess you're saying that Ethan is libertarian now. Damn, Eric July can't write a good thumbnail. Well, you can't spell Eric. So you want to talk about not writing a good thumbnail, meanwhile you can't even type a perfect sentence here. Your grammar is way off. So his thumbnails give me coof. Your face gives me pedo vibes. So what sounds worse? Just saying. The fact that he even tries to engage your content while also somewhat simultaneously perpetually face planting, sometimes with just a janked ass thumbnail, it's like watching the Dunning-Kruger show on international cable. I'm here for it. Good. Eric is so against crowdfunding, he pretends his crowdfunding is something else because it's not crowdfunding. Crowdfunding would be that he asks people to pay money for a project to be completed. The project's already completed, and he's asking people, oh, here's a book that's already done. Pre-order now. So are we about to sit up here and say you go to a GameStop, right? And you put in a pre-order for a game that's done. Are we going to call that crowdfunding too? The game's already done and paid for. Are we going to call that crowdfunding too? Is that the standard now we're going to use? Just kind of shift the goalposts a little bit. What is this ghetto ass thumbnail? It's a thumbnail people click on. Be great. Can this people at least take a few design courses? Can you at least write a proper sentence? Can you at least write a proper sentence when you're trying to talk shit? Clown tries to tell me his channel was new. Why he only gets 1,000 views. His oldest video was 15 years ago. Yeah, I left old content from when I was putting up random videos of gameplay. So, what's your point? I've only been like taking it more serious for a year now. Year and a half, maybe. Year and a half at best, I should say. When Eric was promoting ISO #1 heavily on his YouTube, he constantly talked crap about crowdfunding. No, he didn't. He constantly talked crap at the idea that crowdfunding is the only way to do it. Which is the same thing he's still talking about now. The thumbnail reads like a lefty meme. No, it doesn't. It's very simple information that people can read. A lefty meme typically has a paragraph, like a long paragraph. This is pretty easy to read. But they want to sit up here and tell you that if you read ISOM, you're retarded. It's for retarded people. It's for people who don't really read very much. But all I said to him was cope. But of course, you always have these same people, fat, out of shape people, always in my comments, right? And this guy always shows up when I mention veto. Always shows up when I mention veto. And of course, it spawned a bunch of other things, right? It spawned a bunch of weird, very gay things that came out of that thread. No, we're making fun of you. Well, that's about as you can't really make fun of someone who doesn't allow you to. This will be great for your subscriber count. My subscribers are doing fine. Still looking for your channel rather than you crying about me all the time. I'm sure this video will get put in your weirdo obsessive Discord about me. Why don't you stream with EVS? You'll get more than 3 viewers. It's funny that they think I only stream to 3 people. Meanwhile, I simulcast to multiple platforms. So I definitely don't stream to just 3 people. This wasn't that. Quit the profanity. Quit acting like it matters and deflect the simple fact you shared a private message between 2 people when you shouldn't have, even after you discussed it on the phone. I made a bunch of people mad with a bunch of posts I have. A bunch of people were so upset. Yeah, I don't care that you don't think I shouldn't have. I don't protect people who I feel are sending me gay shit. If it wasn't for gay stuff, you wouldn't care that I shared it. Neither would you. No, I would care if you shared it whether or not. Anything. I said you took it as a quote threat, and most common folk who don't give a crap about the beef saw it as nothing more than backstabbing, considering he commissioned you for a cover. I agree with the fact you hang around snake ass motherfuckers. I'm not talking about CG guys. You hung around motherfuckers that have gone out of the way to villainize a dude for starting a comic book company. Motherfuckers that show up to private property uninvited. MFers that want a business destroyed because of bad art. MFers who would be willingly obtuse for potential doxing by looking up an LLC, which by the way you didn't care about. If we're being fair, I've got those receipts. You want to talk about protecting somebody? Stop protecting the motherfucker that went out of his way to look up LG's LLC while having a simple conversation. Let's start there since you want to talk about protecting people. Let's also not forget other people who have went along with someone creating a fake YouTube channel trying to tarnish my reputation. So don't ever come back with this BS about protecting people against McGee shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here with that nonsense. Spoken like your internet dad. Yeah, because I definitely haven't been talking like this well before I was even on YouTube, or well before I even knew who Eric July was. Like, you act like words were invented by Eric July. These people act like these words were invented by Eric July. It's so fucking stupid. Yes, I will. You know we're friends. You're just mad I disagree because I told him I'm never going to back his stuff. And I said, nope. They want to be out here creating gay memes. Like, you're putting me in a picture, right? You have to go out of your way to put some gay shit, of course. But you put me in a picture with everyone that I like. LG, Eric, Neurotic, The Quartering, Hill vs. Babyface. All successful YouTubers, by the way. Eric with over 500k subs. Two successful multi-millionaire campaigns. $3 million campaigns back to back to back. Gary, who has almost 1 million subs. Quartering has close to 2 million subs, started his own coffee company, LG, about to hit 10k, Heel vs. Babyface about to hit 400k. So I said it here. I said the only thing I got from this is that you got coming out of the closet. It's got some coming out of the closet, dude. You could come out. It's okay to be gay. No one will care. You're trying to shame me for liking creators that are more successful than you. Clearly, you fantasize about gay things. You're making this clearly gay meme. Because people are. Just making some gay shit. Moving on. Yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, this one about Niobe. Niobe coming at Eric while trying to show his comic is right here. Buy Niobe Birthright at your local comic shop. Why are you shilling your comic at someone else's stream after you just talk a bunch of nonsense about Eric talking about, oh, I'm part of the big publishing guys, even though that's nothing to be proud of, by the way. I said some weak shit. And then you have Richard Embry trying to come at my neck, talking about, oh, why did Eric July do me like this, right? So they showed this clip of Eric saying this, right?
and out of shape, right? And white, right? Oh man, that's a terrible fucking combination. Fat and out of shape.
So it's kind of funny how he tried to come at me, right? First of all, I'm not white. Secondly, this clip was taken out of context. They removed the part where he says, "My haters are all the same," right? They always fit an MO, being fat, overweight, out of shape, and white, right? You try to come at me by posting this old picture of me like every other dumbass does. Meanwhile, you look like this, looking like your head takes up the whole screen. Was it worth it? No. You got 22 likes. You got a good 2,500 views. GG, I got 33 likes. More interaction than you. And you got way more followers than me because that's how much people actually give a shit what you have to say. You tried to come at me. I said, you can't hurt my feelings. I clearly hurt yours since you're always talking about me while lying. You aren't a man. You're a whole bitch just like everyone you hang around. Every single one of them are bitches because he likes to hang around a group of people that all hate Eric July in a circle jerk. Why don't you come on my channel? So after you finished doing your little insults, you asked me to come on your stream. I basically tell you go fuck yourself. Talking about I'm mad. It's like, what am I mad about though? You never asked me what I was mad about at all. Renown Zero, he hates you. Sorry, I said I'm not white. Stop being so racist. Bunch of feminine dudes, man. Papa taught you a lot of big words. This time, didn't he, little boy? I'm very proud of you, whoever this is. I'm like, who are you again? I forgot you in 2023. You keep obsessing over me in your little Discord while I leave you there, homie. I need better haters. So it's like, that's all this stuff did was bring out a bunch of haters, talk a bunch of noise, bunch of BS. You had a bunch of people talking shit, right? Putting it out there. Bunch of nonsense. You shouldn't use words when you don't know their meaning. You assumed I'm white. Do better. So, this guy right here was saying I need to read a book. Meanwhile, he put, I jumped on a bandwagon. Like, good job. Telling me to read a book, yet you can't even spell what you're trying to spell. Anyway, at the end of the day, everybody came out of the wet work trying to attack Eric July for his books, saying he can't take criticism, all this other nonsense. Meanwhile, you all have to worry about the nonsense going on with your projects not being out on time, and you can't hide behind the estimated delivery. No, you can't hide behind that. Give updates to your customers. Get your books out there. If anything, how about try this? For maybe follow the model that both Common America, the guys over at Iconic Comics, and Eric July have used, as in make sure the book is finished, then put the book out. Right? Don't overpromise when you haven't finished your product. Talking about you have this and it's not done. So at the end of the day, that's what I think y'all should do. You should maybe try the model that someone else more successful than you is using and see how that works out for you. You might get a better reception from your customer base rather than where are my late books. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below how you feel about all this, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you get notifications anytime I post a new video or live stream. Check out the links below in the description, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.